Welcome in to another episode of Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks for joining me at Hutan Pantai or Hutan Pantai. I'm not entirely sure whether you should pronounce that H, so I'm doing a little bit of both. If you are returning, welcome back. So we are October. I've just reduced the time, and I'll explain why. I can probably speed that up again now, actually, whilst I think about it. Where I back up to ×5. So we started with, I picked up a little contract over this side, got the worker doing this, so it's just a simple cultivation contract, nice and easy. We will end up with the best part of £8,900 minus the equipment cost. That's fine, it's right next to the shop, so it's an easy little bit of money just to chip away at. Happy days, we can leave that doing its thing. Now then, we've made some changes. Over here, if I hook this up, and you can just see the edge of what is about to be announced. If I take this over here, you can see there are rice saplings. Those are our sparesies left behind for the next time in a few months' time where we will need them. Here's the rest of them. They're going to go off very shortly to be sold and just get a couple of quid for them, which would be nice. Happy days. Jump back out here. Let's go into this tractor by here. A little bit of work to be done with the products and everything still kicking around. That's all fine. And here she is. Our brand new chicken coop. And the rice sapling greenhouse is gone. To free up a little bit of space around this area for some further development. So this is the £70,000 coop. We are currently have 310 various different chickens in here. So we have 20 cockerels. We have 90 chickens that are 6 months that can breed. And then we have 200, is it then? Yes, 200 chicks, brand new baby chicks, who will take 6 months to be up and running. And will then be able to breed themselves. So what the plan is basically once we get to the point that we hit our maximum capacity of 360, I'll just sell off 50 chickens at a time and just keep breeding them out. So they'll always kind of be running at between 300 and 360 chickens in here, which then in turn, with the food, obviously they'll increase the amount of litres they'll need, but hopefully we'll get some more eggs, which in turn, combined with the flour over there, can go straight over into our processing unit, and that'll be able to give us the noodle soup. So that's the plan. And also any kind of excess eggs amounts left over will be, we can basically then use them to sell, because eggs roughly, I mean it's not massive amounts by any means, but it'll help. So at their best, oh, there's quite a difference, isn't there, with the best price. So they're actually at their best price next month, 4,155 per 1,000 litres. Obviously, we don't get anywhere near 1,000 litres for them. I don't even know what the pallet sort of weight is, but we shall soon see. This has still got some rice and flour and wheat going through. It's taken a very long time, this one. I feel like we haven't had any. I got it to set to auto, actually. Is that why it's not coming out? Yeah, of course it is. It's just distributed in it, and that's why it's going into here. So if we have a look at, whoops, Reserve Food Factory. Yeah, there we are. It's got 4,000 litres of flour in it. I think, actually, then, on that basis, we may as well change that to storing. Save some of that up, because that's quite a lot of flour in there now. So that's good. So that's the plan. Obviously spent a lot of money. It's taken a big old chunk, this chicken coop, out of our finances, but it opens up a lot of options for us. So I'm gonna now, ooh, why are you so stuck like that? You need me to finish this off, or are you gonna be weird about things? I tell you what, There's not much to do really here. We're up to 80%. Let's have a look, see what this thing was trying to do. I'll finish this, the contract off, which will help certainly pay off some of the chickens we just bought and keep the coffers ticking over, and then we'll run the spare rice saplings over to be sold, get rid of them. Whilst that's running, let's just have a look. The wheat is almost all in, which is excellent. Just got to remember now next month to refertilise that and potentially weed it, so that'll be good. And we're ticking along. We could pretty much come out of October then and move on into November, so catch up with you shortly. Okay, so the sapling's been dropped them off, finished the contract off, did start a deadwood contract, try and top up the lumber mill, but then didn't think to check the time on it, so that unfortunately ran out. Loads of space for these here, so we can drop these guys off. So 17,000, that feels a little short. Why is that short? Ah, I know why it's short. Hang on. All I was doing was looking at the price. I didn't notice that the blanks were still in the back. There we go. 21, that's more. Okay. So back up to 90 already, which is good. Especially considering we have no loan. That's nice. Nothing in the sale as of yet. Still got that massive tractor, but 2 headers are no good to us. And the mower. So that's all fine. This thing's parked over here. The wheat field is in. All done and dusted. I don't know why we got a couple of little random spots by there, but nonetheless, it's in. So happy days. Semi-double fertilised, but we'll sort that out next month. Doesn't need any lime. That does need lime. Mine doesn't it? So we could do. Is it lime in the spreader at the moment? I think it is. Let's just do that quickly whilst I think about it. That deadwood contract, cut down 1 tree and then contract ran out, so let's have a look actually, let's see what the punishment is. I'm going to save the game because I'm going to be intrigued by this. So we got 89,579. Good. Okay, that doesn't charge us. Because sometimes if you take on a contract and then quit it without actually doing the contract, you end up having to pay whatever the amount that they were going to pay you was. And that obviously is pretty brutal when you take on a massive contract. So I'll just go around the edges of this just to lime the new parts of the field. Excellent. Check this out the way somewhere. Probably down here. I'll start using that space a bit more wisely. That yard is an absolute car wreck of a place. I'll do. Right, so I mean we could guess get on with doing prepping some of the fields. There's time to do some stuff. You may have heard my child screaming in the background. I think we'll do that. You don't need to watch it. I'll do this off camera. Seeing cultivating fields, so there's nothing new there to be gained. Right, okay, so that's the fields cultivated. Got that one sorted, ready to go, so we can just plant into that one. This one likewise. Be interesting if you could buy this plot of land. I hadn't really thought about it, but you buy this, nice and flat. And we could then extend that field. The problem is you're buying all this as well, so we need 265,000. But it does give us a bit of food for thought, because you could in theory have a bit of a flat space here. You know, there's a slight undulation in the ground, but in general, I mean, we could use that. Set the main pasture then back into the forest here. Use this area for the milking. It's very tempting, isn't it? Let's have a look. Access to the road is the problem, so the only thing I suppose you could say is maybe... It depends if you want to combine the fields. I mean, if we wanted to do the... If you're going to do cows, right, so you'd have to go with this one, which is 250. You could probably get it to work, but there you're only going one way in, one way out anyway, so it just means driving in and not being able to drive out. I don't think it would ever let us set it, even if I had the money in the bank. Just, there's a lot of food for thought, isn't there? But right, well, I do think there's nothing really left to do. You know, the fields are good to go, so nothing needs weeding. That needs fertilizing, but it'll need the second state on it, which it doesn't have yet. Sorry, I'll need to have grown the state, sorry, so no good. Nothing needs ploughing that we own at the moment. Nothing that we own needs lime. We haven't got a roller. I mean, we could buy a roller, but at the moment, it's just, I'd rather get through this year, I think. So, I did take some eggs already off camera, drop them off over there just to keep the production running. So there's already another 13 pieces in there. So I think what I'll do is I'll just let this keep ticking over. I won't sleep yet, but I'll maybe speed the game. If I speed the game up... Oh, look at that flickering in the distance. That's not good. I wonder if that's going to come through. Yeah, it should do. Yeah, I wonder if speeding the game up means I don't get the same amount. I mean, it must do. Let's do a quick test, shall we? And this has still got a few thousand litres, is it? Yeah, 6,500 litres, so that's plenty for now. It does need another couple of trees in it, but... So, where are we? What do we say? 13 eggs. So if we go into wrong options, game settings, knock this right up to 360. And just let's take ourselves to let's say an hour, right? Let's give it till 1700. And see how we get on here. Right, that'll do us. Knock that back. Okay. Right, I think what I'll do then is if I run save sleep in, just run this all the way through. Probably could have just slept till 11 or something, but I don't know whether that would have had the same effect or not. Turn the torch on. There's probably something else I should have done today, really, but hey ho, let's just see whilst the clock is going really fast. That's down 500 litres in a couple of hours, so that might need a tree sooner rather than later, to be fair. We may have to go and resolve that first thing in the morning. I wish I'd given it... I wish I'd known, sorry, it's better. I wish I'd known that it was going to be so much financially better off just making the bigger spend and going one up, basically. So, how many eggs? 158. Nice. Okay. We've got some products there. Let's just drag them out whilst we're at it. The kimchi. To just remembered as well, actually we need to bring the truck back. That's I abandoned that and left it at the temple, so don't go and get stuck now. Goodness sake. Right, there's that there. I'll grab those eggs, drop them off, and then I will go and bring the truck back very quickly and we'll call it a night and move on into November. Okay, so here we are in November. Overnight, chickens have managed to knock out another nice 165 eggs. We're cooking on gas. So, I don't know if I'm just missing something. I wish I could set it to distributing the eggs rather than me having to go and collect them all the time. But so there's loads to be probably spawning out there. How far is off this one off? Yep, so 40 odd litres off. There, we got another noodles there to go. Wicked. That's still ticking over. Plenty, yeah, some eggs in there, loads of flour. Could probably do with a garlic spring and chili soon. Loads enough cabbage. Okay. Plenty for it to be getting on with there. Mushrooms, where are you? Come on. Excellent. Storing and overflowing in mushrooms. So January should be really good for us. I think this is probably what's going to be the priority today. 4,500. What is it? Is it 14 it could take? Yeah, so need to maybe go and find a little bit of wood for that place. For the time being, she's not bad. Wood transport's no good to us. Dead wood, 31.5. Where's that? Field 71. I can be at the top up there, is it? Oh, there. So we'd have to come. Where would we? Where would we go? Where'd we go? Probably cut across at the fuel station. Drop down maybe onto that one. Either way, follow the road. Get up there. Get some of that dead wood into the back of the truck. Yeah, I think that's probably the right thing for us to do right now. And we can bring the dead wood then back. It's only going to give us a it's only going to give us £1,000. We won't accept the contract. There's no point in using that big old thing just to drag the trees out. So we can just do it ourselves. Well, that's I'm saying that. No, it's by the time we drag that thing over, it's just going to be a pain. So cool. We'll go and do that quickly, I think, and then oats could be sold this month if we really wanted to, but we may as well hold on to them for a bit longer. And then the wheat is next month is December 1188. So pretty decent, and we could afford probably 15,000 litres quite comfortably for that, which would still give us enough to run, or even 10,000, and then just to take the edge off, gives us a little bit of a cash injection. I mean, we don't even have to sell it realistically. We've got plenty of money at the moment. And then the big push then will be on the produce. So, right. See you over in the forest.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. I wanna hear about everything you're ever thinking. You know that I can take the truth. Call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. But things are gonna haunt us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need to cry. Come love, share my pillow, and rain, rain, go away. Been some time since you fixed me.
Okay, so finished off the deadwood contract. Haven't completed it, otherwise we'd lose all the deadwood. On our way back to the farm. Absolute mission to drive this thing through the forest all the way up there. Back to the farm. We'll see how much now we get for the wood as to whether or not it was actually worth it. I regret it. However, again, not masses now to do this month. Go and check on the wheat field and see the state of that, if it's suitable yet for the second stage of fertilizer and weeding. But otherwise, pretty straightforward months really. Good to see some products now popping out of there, which is excellent. All's going to help come January. Right then. Oh, it does look like it's got burst out. We'll head over there shortly. So, running at almost perfect, 4,000 litres exactly. So if we go right, so not quite getting into the trigger. Come on, there we go. Plonked our plant. Oh, there's one little log left. Look at that. Billy Connolly would say, only wee little jobby left behind. Right. It all helps. Huh. That's why it was left behind, because it was exactly 10,000 litres of wood we got there. That's brilliant. In all honesty, that's brilliant, because it's dead wood. We're not chopping down any of our trees, making the land around us look worse. And we're going to get £1,000 for our efforts. Where is it? Yeah, we're going to get £1,000 just for doing that. So, really pleased with that. Keeping a little eye out on a few more of those. So, we can take the wood up as well at some point. There's money to be made there, which is great. Now, the only thing I wanted to check... Let's go and have a little ganders here. Ah, okay. So... Ah, it's because this is ploughed, is it? And that's why that one's full of medium weeds. Huh, okay. Okay. Right, so... Drop that off there. There. You can see it. We should be okay using these tyres. Oops, missed. On the field regardless, because it's only in the first state, so we're not going to have any issues around crop destruction. Should, he says, hopefully, be able to just drive straight onto this without any issues. So, let's have a look, yeah. Do. We'll go sideways, are we? Alright. I'm game if you are. Okay, let's go to go. Let's see if this all... We jump across here, crop types, and then weed. Brilliant. Right, we'll get this done. I'm getting this real weird feedback in my headphones. These are standard. They are technically wireless headphones. However, they are wired into my mini Mac on a, is it 3.5 lead? Didn't have any issues with the setup at all. And then all of a sudden I get this sort of intermittent sort of feedback, and it's not like the old mobile phone near the electrical device thing. It's almost like if you turn on like an amplifier, that sort of like dull noise. It just kind of blasts for like a second or two. No, probably a couple of seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and then stops. But then it's maybe every 20 seconds. I cannot work out what's causing it. It doesn't seem to be coming through on the recording, so it's got to be something to do with the headphones. I've reconnected, disconnected, reconnected everything. I cannot work out what is causing it. It's so weird. So weird, because I get it in the headphones and, you know, I'm freaking out that it's causing an issue. It's got to be something to do with... It has to be something to do with the microphone I'm using and clashing with the headphones running off like the ports. It just has to be, but for the life of me I cannot figure it out. Right, so I'll finish off weeding this field and getting fertilised, and then we'll see where we're at. Is that just the beach, or is that... Oh, I think it might be. think it's just a bit of sand, isn't it? A bit of beach. Whoops. Ah, just that. Oh, thought I had one then. Now the question is, can I get back? Or should I just tab? Never actually been down here. Does feel like the sort of place, mind. Hello. I see you. I see you. 20 more to go, another 10 grand in the bank. Yes! All because I saw a bit of sand. Nice. Come on, tractor. You earned yourself a servicing, I think. Obviously the reason I'm only doing downhill is we talked about this before. The way to save some of the fertilizer when it's slow. Because if I was coming uphill and fertilizing, I'm just going to be wasting fertilizer. So I know it's a bit weird and a bit strange, but it's just the more efficient way for me to try and save what little fertilizer we have with the tractor when it's struggling for power. Body the field now done. We'll get the headland done, and then with what's left, I'll cover up this little area, which for whatever reason is quite patchy. I don't understand why it's so patchy, but it for some reason is. This field is going to be awesome when it's done, mind. Really looking forward to seeing what sort of numbers we can get out of this field when it's harvest. If it's getting with this full 100% fertilizer. We haven't rolled it, so we won't get a full bonus on the yield bonus, but we will do pretty well. I think this is going to be pretty good overall. I think it's. I mean, it's got to be over 90. Is it 95 maybe? I don't know. I'm so chuffed with that little orb. I refuse to go like looking online to where they are. I kind of want it to be sort of semi-natural. I don't even pay massive amounts of attention if Dagoin finds one or anyone else I'm watching finds one. Because like I kind of want it to be a bit more natural. Right then. Maybe the top headland just to really give it a once over. Yeah, okay. The tiny amount, but we'll get it done anyway. We can just go up there and come across the top back towards the farm and we're all good. Just trying to think then, November, anything else we can do? There's no plants, there's nothing to be planted. This should be the month to buy a field, but again, there's that cornfield I was looking at, which is, where is she? 49 over there. You know, that's quite a nice field. Okay, it's away from the farm. If it is a plot of land, 5 acres, basically 120,000, and we got a little bit to play with down here for an expansion or to do something with. But our harvester obviously hasn't got a corn header, so then you'll be looking at, you know, the cheapest harvester. Well, that reminds me. Oh, an electric. Owen did so bad. But we have no purpose for that. 15. Okay. But it's silage, isn't it? Only. Yeah. And then, yeah. Okay, no good. Got completely distracted then, didn't I? So, you know, the most basic harvester, 226, is it? Cheapest one. 405, yeah. So, if we looked at that, we're looking at 11,000 just to rent it. Plus then, corn header for it. I mean, we're looking at 14,000. We ain't getting 14,000, I don't think, in crop. So, that doesn't make any sense to buy that field. So, we have to buy a field with a crop that we can harvest, whether that's wheat, barley, oats, sorghum. You know, that it has to be something that we can use and take straight out the ground. And then we can, you know, we'll convert the field into whatever we want to use it for. But it can't be a crop that we need to spend money to get out of the ground. A couple of mods have come out again now last couple of days. I've had a couple of days away from this game just because of family. Got a big birthday within the family, so family visiting and going out and bits of bobs. So as always, family first. So in that time, we've had a couple of mods come out, one of which is... Let's see if I can find it. There's that feedback. I was just reading about the feedback issue. Online, I think a lot of people seem to think it's going to be more to do with the setup and like the programs in the background. So I was wondering if it might be CapCut running at the same time. I wonder if I close down... Sorry, I'm kind of... my own world. I wonder if I close down my Google Chrome. I've got YouTube tab open in it. There's a lot of people talk about the applications running in the background, maybe being the issue. Right, so where's it going to be then? It can't be in sheds, I wouldn't have thought. So basically what I'm looking for is... There's been a couple of mods that I've picked up. Ah, is that it? 400 bales undercover. How big is it? It's pretty big, isn't it? A bit bigger than I was hoping it would look, but I don't know where that could go. Look it in there. Still think this really should become some sort of animal area. So you got the outdoor one, that's only 2,000, but it's just, you know, we're doing them what we're doing already, we're just storing bales out in the rain. This doesn't quite seem right to me. Right, okie dokie, so that's our wheat field all good. Let's have a look here. Chickens, how are you getting on? Oh, you're already out of food. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. You were maybe going to eat a bit more than I anticipated then. So maybe we won't be selling our wheat after all. Okay, well, tell you what then. You're more important than selling the wheat. So let's give you a fullet. Two 2,500 litres. Lovely. I'm still not used to this new steering system. I just can't get used to the oversteer. Yeah, really struggling with it. Really struggling with it. Right. So then, God, really should have not been so lazy and not just dumped that there, really, should we? There we go. Hey ho. We don't want to be keeping on the right side. We want that back, please. See if we can line you up. Trigger, get a kick. That's brilliant. Right. Right, so you've taken it all. So let's have a quick look at you. Oh yeah, interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, you can have a second. We'll give you the full it. We'll give you over 5,000 litres and we'll see how long that lasts. And good job we got a massive wheat field over there. Keep ploughing into our making flour and now into our big chicken yard. I mean, in theory the chickens will actually make a little bit of money. Because not only are they going to provide us with hopefully a surplus of eggs, but they should, in time when they are breeding and we're getting chicks, they should then mean we could sell the older ones for profit. So it's just all about timing with those. Again, it's the point where all of them are adults, so that then all the ones that are babies now become adults and then have babies, basically. Right, so... yeah, 'cause we've got 200 little ones. They've got a few months yet before they're old enough. And then we've got 90 big ones. So, you know, when you've got... if you end up with the best part of 300 chickens laying eggs, we're going to be rolling in it in egg terms. I'm not looking forward, I've got to be honest, to trying to move all of these products across the map, because there's a lot of them to sort out. I think we might be better off maybe this month doing the wood now. There we are. That's dropped in there. And just getting that done maybe. I'm not even sure this is growing because I nudged it the other episode, didn't I? It looks like it is. 370 litres. So keep a little eye on that and see if it's still turning over. Yeah. I mean, it's just all now about really loading these products up, isn't it? There's not much else to be done. We can claim that. Cheers, bird. We could set a worker off, I suppose, on one of these bigger contracts. Don't want to do the harvesting ones. 3 grand there. Could chip away. It's not bad. Plough in. That's not a bad one either. 9 grand with that plough. Yeah, won't be too long. Weed in. We could do that one with what we've got already. £5,000 for that. That's actually genuinely tempting, even just using our own equipment, let alone the 400 quid. But when it's only 400 quid to hire, you may as well use that because we're saving on the engine damage. I'm so annoyed they reduced the cost of these. Like, you know, why punish those? Yeah, right, it was probably slightly too much, but now I honestly think they've reduced it by too much. It's not like it's an easy job picking up those 15 trees. It takes a bit of time going across the map and then dropping them down. And you know, like, I'm pretty sure that would have been like 7-8 grand. How long is it going to be on the clock for? 24 hours, so I could do that, get 4 grand for that one. In the meantime, so borrow the items there, and then this weeding one here, because that's a really easy field even for a worker. Borrow the items there. Right, let's jump over here. Get to this tractor. We'll take this all the way down and set the worker off on it, and then we will go and do the wood off camera. And I think then it'll be time to head into December. Tidy up a little bit more, get the products all sorted. Maybe take the wood actually this month as well if we've got the time. I'll just check the prices as well, but see if there's a better this month or next month. But yeah, just kind of you can fly through these months really, and then it'll get busy then come March, April, May. So a couple more grand in the kitty, and quite painless there, quite quick, really. Set the weeding contract as well off on the worker, so that's up in the top right corner there, 69-70% about to be completed, so happy days. That would be another little quid. Just ticking over in the winter. Right. Pump it up onto here. And then... whoops. Happy days. Contract done. Collect. £2,825. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thanking you. Takes us then J's woodwork. Carpentry 300,000. Yeah. Where's Happy Joe up in his? That's the restaurant then. Where's is that him there? Where's your purchase trigger point then? Oh, there. That's it. Let's have a look. 300 as well, I imagine. Yep. Thing is, this obviously do the prefab walls. So you're going to get a bit more for that. This doesn't. This also doesn't do wood chips. Whereas if we... I am very tempted. I genuinely am really tempted by this idea. If we took that down, if we basically let it run now, put this in, we could then get the wood chips out of this one as well. 150,000. Holds a loads more. Wood, obviously lumber, we'd have to feed it a lot more. But it's going to produce so much quicker. So there's an argument there for that. But I just want to try one of the other businesses more. FS22, I spent ages doing the wood stuff, so I'm not really interested in it. Bakery and dairy is really what I want. Dairy is genuinely actually what I really, really want. And there we are, contract finished. So thanks very much. Collect that. There we are, 4,809. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Right, let me start loading this up. Maybe see what else generates here. Get this up to whatchamacallit. I can't think what it's called now. Temple. I think it starts with a P for some reason. Get that there, sell that off, and go from there. Right, so I'm just going to bring you guys back in for a moment. That mod I've just put in there is brand new. And it's the answer to the water issue, I believe. Because it's just 500 quid to chuck it in, which is fine, don't mind paying that. But we basically then don't pay for the water that comes out of it, and there's no monthly upkeep either. which is the solution that isn't quite as cheaty as creating an absolutely tiny paddy field. Now, the principle of the tiny paddy field is absolutely fine because, you know, we've got paddy fields. We're clearly running water from somewhere, so it's a fair assumption that we could run water to a different part of the farm. So if we watch, there we are. The money isn't going down. We're filling it up. So now go in to demolition mode over here. Thanks, bud. You were good, but we don't need you anymore. And now we've got a water source on the farm. Happy days. Oh, I just feel that there's one around just somewhere and I'm not seeing it, but I don't know. Where are you? I don't know. But another £21,000 at the bank, taking us to 127.5. So that's really, really good. And then we're going to have hopefully a really good January to top all that up as well. Nothing still in the sale popping up yet. So, bit of a decision now as to what to do. I think I'll head back to the farm, tidy up some of the crate stuff, preparing really for the big delivery in January. But as for this episode, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like and a subscribe so I can see what's working for anyone who's watching. If you've got any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will respond to you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.